Ladies and gentlemen, Tactical Advance here. Welcome back to some more Arma 3, and today is something I've been looking forward to. Oh yes, tanks are here. Well, not just tanks as well, we've actually some floor placement items are actually arrived as well. And also what I've noticed as well, there's actually some more variations of the current vehicle sets we have. Like for instance, there's ambulances and stuff like that. But that's here nor there really. I mean, it's the same vehicle, but just slightly branded, slightly different. So today, you know, obviously I can't go through all of them because there's just so many to go through. But the plan is just to sort of give you a run through and show you, you know, what's actually here, you know, and what to expect. Yeah, so let's start with the first one. Right, Beast, just such. Right, so we've got to sort of walk around it first of all. It says there. 2S9, is it? Let's have a look. Let's have a walk around first of all. Aesthetically, it looks really nice for a start. It's very nice. Obviously got tank tracks. Now, let's just first of all, let's just get in the driver's seat first of all. Now, driver's seat once again, very, you know, I think we can turn out as well. Should be able to. You should be able to see that now in the front if we go into this view. You just see my head there at the front there, look. Now obviously you can use this view. If you're just playing on a first person only server, then obviously you know you're going to have to use this view. I mean obviously you can use the turn in view, but obviously you're very limited unless you're under heavy fire. But you sort of, I don't think you want to be shooting from long range with this thing really, let's be honest. Now, just getting the gunner's seat. I think we've got a few oh, right, okay. Reload laser. Oh, so it looks like we've got quite a lot of reloading time. Okay, so let's see if we can get into the actual computer. Commander's seat, driver's seat, where is it? God, there's a lot of rounds. There's a lot of different types of rounds here. We've got 120mm HU shells. Mine cluster shells, smoke, laser guided, AT mine cluster. It's kind of a lot there. Oh, it actually goes down even further. Look, artillery computer zone at the bottom. Oh, there we are. It's the first time I've actually seen a scroll down actually in Arma. Actually, well, first time for me anyway. So artillery computer, very much like the you know, the going rate really with Arma. Basically, just you can select your range here, so you can go semi-far, far. Obviously, this thing's going to shoot probably very, very far, probably no doubt. Then you can select your shells, select your location, and then you're ready to fire. So you just click on, and then away you go. And then you can see the shell going towards the target. Obviously, there's not really much to see when we're on the outside, but what we could do, I don't know if I can actually. Probably not going to be able to, am I? No. So, well, today is not really to take you through, you know, how to use them and how they work. It's just have a look, really. Just thought I'll just load them up. So, artillery tank, pretty beast. Should really turn it off, really. Might run out of fuel in the driver's seat. There we go. So, first one, artillery piece. Super long range, you know, but this thing should be shooting from very, very far away. And as you can see, I mean, when I had it on fire there, pretty much covered the whole map. But once, you know, once Old Test goes live, obviously then, you know, you're going to need something like this. You know, obviously you can use this over ground artillery units, but obviously the shells and the impact and the explosions are obviously going to be a lot bigger in this. And the shell configuration is, there's a lot more there than there is actually in your standard artillery unit. As such of the floor piece, because you've only got two types there, haven't you? You've got smoke and AP shells. So next one, BTR K. Now I think there's two variants of this one, same as usual, guys. Big cow gun, rockets, and I think the other one's got a grenade rather than the actual machine gun. This one's got. We'll have a look. So driver's seat. Once again, very, you know, same thing probably. No, there's no, looks like there's no option there to actually, you know, come out the view hole there, so this view, and that is all you've got. Commander's seat. Obviously the gunner's seat. Obviously where you can press now F and swap between your shells. So we've got... And obviously look, we can have a look on the outside as well. So, there we are. The driver's seat. Engine off. Get out. Yeah, like I said, today really all I wanted to do is just load them all up. Let's just have a quick look. You know, it's literally just gone live now. Let's see what they're about. Have a look inside. You know, this is the first time I've gone through them once already, but this is my second round really. I haven't even driven these yet. They've literally just come out in the last 10 minutes, so... So next one, CRV, is that 6E? Looks like it's got some sort of shovel on the front there. We've got on the rear. It's actually got a little crane there as well, isn't it? This actually, we didn't actually have a look, did we? So I didn't go in the back of here, but have a look. Eight seats. So small troop carrier as well. 8 troops. Got good firepower. That's a good vehicle for actually transporting troops in, because okay, 8 seats not a massive amount, but you know you've got a good bit of firepower there really. I'll do another video later on down the line, you know, and test out the armor of these ones as well. So let's jump in here. Can let me get in the back door? Nope. In the driver's seat. See what we see. Can we actually turn out? No, we can't. Get the commander's seat. He can turn out. So look, he's just climbed out somewhere, didn't he? Oh, there we are. So you got a little bit of cover there. Well, I say a little bit. I mean, that's probably going to be bulletproof glass from the side. So there's only a little bit of your head showing. What can you actually see when you're here? Pretty good, actually. That is probably one of the best turnout views I've seen. Because you're slightly higher up now, so you can actually see a little bit more, which is good. In the driver's seat now. Commander's seat. Oh, the last one we haven't done yet is the gunner's seat. So what we got? We've got pretty much just this. Now I have got it set on infinity ammo, guys, just for the demonstration, right? Okay, into the driver's seat. Let's turn the engine off. Now the question beggars, you know, you ask yourself now, why would you pick this over this? Now, I'm assuming, I don't know why we can't get in the back there, guys. Maybe it's a bug. You would have thought there would have been a rear compartment. I should better get in there. It might be a little bit of a bug. So, moving on. Next in line. Pretty much the same chassis, really, if you're looking at it. Obviously, there's an obvious difference there. Some huge guns there. They look like anti-aircraft. I might be wrong. Let's get in the driver's seat. Ah, okay. Yep, good possibility. So, let's have a look what ammunition we got first of all. AA gun. AA. Okay, that was a rocket. And then back to the AA gun. Cool. Pretty good actually, because then what you've got then, I mean, if you're on the move and on the ground, you've got the ability to take out, you know, you could take out a bit. Actually, you could actually use this for both purposes, but obviously anti-aircraft is going to be its perfect thing for the very reason it's got 300. Well, you know, you get what I mean. If we go into the outside view, you're going to see. I don't know if I can actually look at that. I can't. No. Actually, let's see if we can go into the turnout view and see what you can see like that. Once again, not that bad. What sort of cover you got? So you're really in the open there. Now, obviously, with this anti-aircraft, the advantage you've got with this is obviously the guns turn You don't have to ask the tank driver to turn the tank to shoot something. You can do a 360 degrees and vertical shooting with this thing. Plus the fact that you've got the missiles as well, which is going to be very handy. So getting back in again. Getting the commander's seat. Okay, you can turn out as well. He's just coming up with the hatch next door, basically. Getting the driver's seat, we'll turn the engine off. Now, as you go through these, you know, you're just picturing how these are going to fit into the mods you currently play and so on. I don't know why we can't get in the back of these ones. Maybe there's obviously some sort of issue. I'm assuming you can get in the back with it. I mean, normally you go up to the back and scroll and it'll give you an option, but it's not for some reason. Just try this one. Yeah, that is, but maybe it's a little bug. Moving on. I think that's actually the same as the previous one. I might have actually rolled out two of the same. Pretty much the same, isn't it? Apart from the fact that it hasn't got the digger part at the front. Probably, maybe for clearing mines. Guessing, guys, 90% certain. Now, moving on. As I've tested in one of my videos before, I was a little bit disappointed with how I think what they need to do more work on is work on when a missile is actually fired at a tank. There is a chance of deflection. That's the reality. It does happen. I mean, I've watched some videos where these 2-3 British guys sat in a tank where these Taliban forces literally they were peppering it with. Honestly, it was unbelievable. They were shooting it from short to medium range with RPGs. Basically, what happened was the track come off and they sat in a ditch and they sat there for 24 hours. And I think the Taliban smashed out all the view holes and they were literally just peppering it with explosives and rockets and they just couldn't get in. And obviously all the tank crew inside said they were inside and they just heard ting, a very light noise. So I'm not even comparing these tanks to what that was, but like I said, there's going to be a deflection. And what I did do in one of my videos, I tried that out, and that is not the case. Every time you shoot the tank with a particular type of rocket, it's kind of 100% do the same thing. And I didn't really, I think that's something that I would probably add in there, the chance of a deflection or something on the lines of that. So let's get in this one. Let's have a look, what we got. Standard. Okay, so we got commander seat, gunner seat, passenger seat as well. So, okay, fine. Gunner seat. Okay, slightly different view. Haven't seen this one before. Now, so we also got that view. 120mm HE shells. What else have we got? We got anything else with us? Yeah, we've also got a mini. Where was that actually mounted? I didn't see where that was mounted. Alright, okay, it comes out them little slots there. Look, you wouldn't even notice that, would you? Look. Okay, interesting. Like I said, I didn't see that there. What else we got? We have big shells, and these ones should be 120mm. A pretty big shell. I mean, that's going to take out any vehicle, no problem. Quite a few of them actually, 32 of them. That's a lot of shells. Let's try on this tower. Okay, we get the idea. Commander's seat. What has he got? Going rate stuff ready. He can turn out. Let's have a look where these turns out from. It's be interesting. Okay, so he comes out of that hatch. You can see that hatch is pretty thick there, isn't it? Okay, so let's turn back in. Okay, so let's get out now. I just want to try. Actually, well, I'll turn the engine off first. Let's get back in the driver's seat quickly. Engine off. Now, like all the tanks, obviously once you get in the gun turret and you rotate the turret, the engine will start. So you can get in the back of these ones. It just seems to be the other few. Okay, 6 seats, pretty good, eh? What's that mirror there? Maybe it's just a mirror. Oh, it's obviously some sort of either it's probably a rear camera when you get out the doors or something, I'm guess. Okay, out we get. So yeah, I mean these are going to be frightening things to see on the battlefield. Let's be honest. If this thing comes towards you, it's going to be very frightening. But maneuverability, we're going to have to try them out in another video because this is otherwise you're just going to be, it's going to go on forever as such. I think that's actually the same as the first one, this first artillery unit we looked at, which is down the end there, which is pretty much the same. I don't know why I got that one out twice. Next on the list, M5, rocket launcher basically. I'm sure we all know this is going to work, or is going to end up. So gunner seat, driver's seat obviously. Artillery computer, very much the same thing again. And then obviously close range, medium range. Let's have a look how far. Full far. So far is far. Close range, so let's say for instance I want to fire a shell there. ETA, select my shell. Away you go. Now the good thing about this as well, obviously if you've got troops on the ground, you can tell them the estimated ETA. So when it's maybe within 10 seconds, you can say, say on the radio, 10 seconds to impact or something on the lines of that. So I like the fact that you can actually see where the shell travels, pretty good. But what I would like to have seen is, you want to know, it'd be nice to go to some sort of more satellite view, do you know what I mean? So you can actually see the impact and see what you've hit and maybe see the troops on the ground. So, maybe that's asking a bit too much because you are a little bit blind. The only thing you can rely on now when you're firing one of these artillery shells is the troops on the ground. Did I hit? Yes or no? So there we are. Impact. Left it running again. Turn it off. Engine off. Okay, moving on. What do we got here? T100. Angling pretty good. Quite low profile, isn't it? The first thing I noticed with this thing when I got it out is actually, look, if you look at it compared to the other tanks, very low, very small tank. It's obviously got some extra armor plating on the front there, front impacts. Now obviously we can see the obvious gun there, we can obviously see the machine gun there, viewport there. Again, going to take a look in the driver's seat first of all. Once again, same view. Turn out, well we have a turnout view here. It comes out down the front of the tank there. Back in again. Let's try the gunner's seat now, see what sort of view he gets. Very similar to the previous. What shells do we find? Same ones, 120mm again. Shell travel time's pretty fast, isn't it? There's no delay in. Fantastic. See what else we got. Oh, is that it? No, it's not letting me actually change to another weapon. There was definitely a machine gun there, wasn't there? Go to commander's seat, see if he has the option. Ah, there we are. The commander's got the machine gun. Okay. That's interesting. It's very interesting, actually, isn't it? Like that, guys. So the commander and... That's very handy. So the commander's basically got the smoke and the... I think one of the other tanks was like that as well, I just didn't realise. So it looks like the commander and the gunner, basically, they're split between two. Which is very, very handy. So that means that you can take control, you can have one person shooting the troops and the other person taking out the vehicles. Which is going to be very interesting, I think, and good fun, isn't it? Okay, so get back in the driver's seat, turn the engine off. Finally, another anti-aircraft. Is that similar to that one down there? Yeah, it is, yeah. Okay. Next thing I've actually I noticed was in this copy was these floor standing guns. There's a few of them. Now, we'll take a look at this one first of all. Basically, it's a fixed mounted launcher, basically, that uses the artillery computer. Probably don't need to show you inside, but you get the idea. Obviously, you won't want to be doing it in that mode, but you can see there, look. Why you would... obviously, it's got lock as well. I mean, I've got nothing to lock on. Actually, I might have something to lock onto. Actually, I might be lying. I can't even turn that far, unfortunately, because it's facing this direction. You get the idea. We've also got freestanding probably want some sort of defense in front of you, wouldn't you? To be honest, some sort of barrier or something. Otherwise, you're just gonna get owned, didn't you? But and then there's actually different variants actually of these two. But both this one and this one, there's a high mounted and there's a low mounted. So this is obviously the low mounted. I'll probably prefer the low mounted unless I had some sort of defensive wall in front of me. But you get the idea. And the final thing that has been added, there's two variants with different ammunition, is our first plane. Other than the drones, obviously. Looks good so far. Big bomb on the bottom there. What is that? Oh no, it's actually cannons. I got that wrong, sorry. Rockets. So, A143. One thing I did like actually is the animation. I thought that was pretty good. We can get in. Hang on a minute. What's a little step there? You can see the step open as you get in. Now inside. Looks pretty good. We could take it for a quick spin actually, I suppose, can we? Let's go. Now, disclaimer guys, I'm no jet fighter pro here. I'm just going to do my best. In fact, there's a high possibility I may crash. But, you know, I'm just going to try my best guys and give it a go. Here we go. Nice smooth takeoff. Quite excited about this actually to get the first plane, but you know unless you've got some sort of real good sticks, you know, it's very difficult really to perform the really good manoeuvres. Now weaponry, let's have a look what we got. HE, little standard guns there. Let's plonk a couple of these down. What else we got? Slightly bigger rocket there. AA. And a bomb. We've got two of them, so I might even drop one actually and have a look. It's a lot of drop there, didn't it? Did not see the impact, which is a little bit strange. Probably because maybe some of the settings I've got. Now what I'm going to do now is start... maybe come down for a landing. Oh, I didn't even put the flaps up, guys. Actually, I didn't put my gear up. Jesus, guys. God. I'm going to fly around my gear up, but you get the idea. The gear goes up as well. I better put it down now, eh? Come down for my landing. Be fine. I'm confident. There's enough runway. That was not a horrendous landing, guys, but like I said, the purpose really was just to give it a bit of a blast, really. Am I going to have enough runway? Of course I am. There we go. So, yeah. Let's just shut this down. Engine off. Eject. So it's my first time actually. That was my first time flying one of the planes in the new Arma anyway. But it's something. Do you know what? I've started in the helicopter. I have thought about getting, I don't know, what is it, an X79, or get some sort of simulated stick controls for the helicopters and stuff and try it out. You can pick them up for about £79 or maybe $120. I don't know what I'm going to go with yet. I haven't decided, but you know, using the mouse, you are very limited with what you can actually do, like manoeuvrability wise. You know, because you're relying on trying to press all the keys, and you know, having a good simulated controller would be very good. So I am sort of interested in that, and that's probably something that I'll look into further down the line. But as it stands today, really, it was just, look, I've loaded them all up, plonked them on the floor. I haven't even driven these yet. I thought I'd just get the jet out, let's have a look and see what's going to be. I mean, these are all going to be going into the live copy, so we can expect these to see all of these in, you know, on the launch date, and hopefully, you know, iron out them little bugs, which I'm not sure if they're bugs yet. You know, the ones I couldn't get into the rear compartments of, that was a little bit strange, but so far looks fantastic. I mean, this is, I don't know why they've left the best till last. I think I would have liked to seen a couple more jets. There is 2 there, but it's just missing our configuration. I would have liked to seen some more. Is there going to be some more? Possibly. We'll have to keep our eye out. Something I might just do a bit of trawling on the forum and ask the question. You know, are we expecting to see maybe? Be nice to maybe see about 3 or 4 more, maybe 4, maybe 5, maybe. It'd be nice, or different configurations. I mean, even small biplanes. You know, small spotting planes that maybe not even jets, but propeller-driven ones. You know, something else. I don't know. It seems like they've gone all out on the tank configuration, but there's not many jets or many aircraft so far. But I have no doubt there's going to be adding some down the line. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's my sort of just take a quick look at the tank lineup and a quick fly around in the jet. Really, that was it. Really, and then what I'm going to do over the next weeks, I'm going to I'll set up some targets and do some demo runs like I did with my other videos and try them out, fire some rockets at them, see how they fare out. You know, shoot some targets, shoot over range, and just test them all out and see where they're going to fit into the battlefield. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.